What's up, YouTube? Hey, I got hit up by my boy Bizzy again. He came through clutch. Thank you, man.
To absolutely nobody.
Life isn't great as it seems. You're living my wildest dreams. You're counting my money in green. I got money in a.
He told me that he has an alternator for me. And you know, I'm kind of picky. I wanted a new alternator. And then he's like, yo, this alternator's brand new. So I'm gonna head over to his crib and pick up that alternator from him so I can try to make some progress with the coupe. Come on, come take a ride with me. Made it out here to Bizzy's house. Been chatting up a little bit, seeing what's going on as usual. Always some nice cars out here. Something getting worked on. Got Subarus, Hondas all over the place. It's pretty dope. Nice little 8-swap going on over here too. The boy's hooking it up for me, helping me out. Can't believe it. Should have known he was gonna have something. Dude has everything. Hit up my boy Bizzy. Follow him online. He got everything you need and at a good price. Check him out.
Shark attack. No.
We touch, we break, make it seem like we feel the same. We love what we hate. We lie, but we know we can't water what doesn't grow. Give up, let it go. But we fell apart just in time. You say at least it was worth the try. At least it was worth the try. At least it was worth the try. I drive from your place, miss your lips, but I hate the taste. No fun in this game.
Alright, back home. Alternator in hand. We're good to go. Got that. And I got a little Ktuned care package in the mail. So, I got a lot of the stuff that I need to get this thing back together. Only thing I do need to do is I need to get a custom length alternator belt. I need to run a 4-rib belt for my setup, just because I'm using the stock TSX crank pulley, which is a little bit larger than the other ones, than like the K20 crank pulleys. So I have to get just a slightly longer belt than what comes with the race kit right here. So pick up one of those. Shouldn't cost nothing, you know. I think like $8, something like that. Something real cheap from like AutoZone or Advanced Auto Parts. pick one of those up, and I should have everything I need to get the car all back together. I still haven't got the harness all the way off the car yet. I just kind of pulled it there because, I mean, it's only a couple of clips that I have to undo at the ECU, and it's out. And that will be for sale. That's for sure. I'm probably going to do like 325 shipped to lower 48, just to keep it simple. And it'll come with the alternator plug, a fresh plug with wires and everything like that, so you can actually put it together nice and fully functional, and it's perfectly fine. You know, I've been running that harness for several years now, so you know that it works. And gonna be throwing something new on there. This bad boy, this came in the mail, courtesy of Ktuned. Thank you to my man Sean at Ktuned. You are the man. I do all my ordering through Sean. Sean is super easy to work with, really fast, really informative, always helps me out. And so yeah, pick this up. The Ktuned engine harness right here. It's a tucked engine harness. It's the over the valve cover style, just like the one that I had on there from Wireworks. And it's all nicely done, well shielded and wires. Everything's nice and labeled and stuff like that. You know, I'm personally a little iffy about the labels, only because obviously I like all the shine and the black, you know, back and forth. It's just a style thing. But function wise, I mean, having everything labeled makes it super easy. I don't know how many times I have people like send me a message online and they're like, yo, where does this clip go? Showing it like that. And I mean, like, it's kind of hard to tell where everything goes like that. But when you have everything labeled nice like that, you already know that's coil pack number 4. Everything's simple. Alternator. Very easy stuff. Vehicle speed sensor. If it was in focus though. But yeah, simple stuff like that, you know. Intake air temperature. Nice and simple. I mean, it's a very cleanly done harness. Everything labeled properly, well routed. It's super simple design. I have it just going in a loop right now, just laid out like that. So I mean, you can see how smooth that is. It's just gonna lay right across the engine. And then, even if you didn't know where everything goes, the way that the clips are set up, it lays out so perfect and easy when you set it on the engine. I mean, there's no way you can really have trouble wiring this thing up. You shouldn't be able to mix things up. For the most part, everything only goes in one spot anyway, except for like the TPS and the map sensor. But this being labeled, you can't really get that wrong. And if you were wondering, on the stock harness, the TPS always has a red wire in the middle. So that's an easy way to know which one to plug that into, so you never get those backwards. On top of that, as part of that care package, I got this stuff. A Ktuned steel oil pan. It's a K24 oil pan. It's not really a Ktuned specific pan, like I said in the other video. It's just simply a replacement steel oil pan that's typically used for the K24s. Also, this actually is Ktuned specific, the Ktuned magnetic drain plug, which is actually very good, which you can tell by this. The way it holds on to that, I can almost move the pan just by picking it up from the magnetic drain plug. So that's good. But this is the hardware that goes for the oil pan. So that's all squared away. Got Honda Bond already in my toolbox, so I'll be able to throw that on there. Some fresh quarts of oil in there, which is probably needed anyway since it's been a while. Here's the new upper bracket that's gonna go on the kit here. This one mounts right up here like that with the tensioner in it. Also have the side piece that holds on the pulley. This is the lower bracket, the one that goes down on the block, down here like this. This is the big pulley itself. This pulley goes on the side right here, up top. This is actually very important. Don't try to skip on this one. When you're running the Ktuned stuff, you want to switch this pulley out. This one goes onto your alternator. It takes the stock alternator pulley off and you replace it with this one, and it matches up perfect with all their 7 rear belts that they use. So I gotta throw this thing on there on the alternator, get that squared away. The little adapter piece that goes on the lower bracket, and all the necessary hardware. Some fresh hardware, and yes, I will be using Loctite this time, so everything will stay put for sure. And that's the whole point behind this. I want this car to be well put together to where I can take it out, beat on the car as much as I want, and I can drive around with confidence knowing that it's not gonna fall apart on me, it's not gonna break. You see my engine is nice and healthy. I drive that thing, you know, all the way through the rev range all the time. I'm always pushing it, and it's healthy. It just runs fine all the time. Simple pump gas car, 12.5 to 1 compression, and it runs like butter. Got a crazy good tune. My man Johnny Tran, he's the man. He did a good job tuning this thing. He always tunes the hell out of my car. So I want to square away everything else to where everything runs that flawless, you know? Like, the last thing you want is to have a car built like this, and then every time you get in it, all you're worried about is something breaking. So I really want to just get in my car. Every time I turn it on, just know that I can drive it as if it's a factory built car, and it's just gonna perform. I can enjoy it and not have that extra worry on my mind, because that makes a really big difference in your drive when you're concerned about the car having issues versus it being really, really reliable and just so happens to be somewhat quick. Now that I pretty much have everything that I need, except for like the belt that goes on around the alternator and the crank pulley, oil, and the flywheel inspection cover, I'm gonna go ahead and start putting everything on the car and getting it all knocked out. But right now it is 11:30 at night. I gotta be up for work in just a couple of hours to work a 12-hour shift. So that's why I look like this. I'm tired. I'm gonna just go ahead and call it a night for now, and I'll get back to the install, you know, the next day or something like that.